is one food that you must try in Spain? For anyone going on a trip to Spain. Good answer. What which grocery store aisle would you live in? someone allergic to kiwi? Okay. And what is worse, coriander or cilantro? Correct answer. What is your favorite doohickey that you've ever made? Like a little, like, DIY thing that you've made. Really? How did you learn how to do that? Okay. Interesting. What is the superior substance to go on top of a Ritz cracker? fresh flour and water. But interesting, if you've never tried pumpernickel, you totally should try pumpernickel. It's a heavy bread. It's very filling. And it's healthier for you than standard supermarket purchased white spongy bread. Okay, 36. Have you ever had Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire? Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Okay. I think I had it with fries. I ordered fries in this place and they brought like wedges, super good. And then in a little cup, they had this orangey sauce, and I think inside there was Worcestershire sauce because it was very specific flavor. And I hadn't had it before. My friend was like, yeah, it's a Worcestershire. How do you pronounce it? That's my question to you guys. Okay, 37. What does a convection oven have that other ovens do not have? Okay, good. Number 39. Please explain equinox to me. Do you know the equinoxes? Okay, and okay, that was 38, but I'll give you 39 now. Explain solstice to me. What is solstice? Do you need a few minutes? Okay. Okay, good. And 40. Why is the sky blue? Please explain in more than 15 words why the sky is blue. Thank you. Good job. Okay, 41. Which soup is superior? Which soup is superior? Out of all the soups that exist, which soup is superior? It could be any. Okay. My favorite one is kind of similar to that. Okay, and number 42. If you could eat one muffin flavor for the rest of your